It is true what they say, that the trend is your friend, but what happens when you have already established the sentiment on a higher time frame, but when you go over to the lower time frame, you find out that price is doing the exact opposite of the higher time frame trend. The market is only looking for a way to come back to a perfect zone and then continue in the higher time frame bias. What happens when it is still doing its correction, and what are you expected to do? This is what we are going to be learning in today's video: how to establish or how to find out your daily bias and how to ride along with the market. If this is what you would like to learn, then you need to stick to the end of this video, and we'll get started right after the disclaimer. So basically, if on the higher time frame we are seeing something like this, price of course is in an uptrend where you see a series of higher highs and higher lows, it shows you that price is in an existing uptrend. But then what happens along the way when price is trying to find its way to a good zone where it wants to continue the trend of the market? Remember that when price is buying, it will not always continue to buy. It must find a way to retrace. If price is selling, it's also going to do the exact same thing. It's going to look for somewhere to actually start buying from temporarily and then go over to continue the original movement on the higher time frame, which is a sell. Meaning that price will not always continue to buy. It must retrace for some time, which means it must sell for some time, a limited amount of time. And if price is selling, it's also going to come back and then do the exact same thing, which is to find a place to temporarily buy. Yes, there are sometimes that price may actually be taking too long and you just want to key into the market and find a suitable place to sell or to buy temporarily, depending on what is happening on the higher time frame. Which brings us to the concept of substructure and minor structure. If you haven't watched my video on pullbacks, it is best you go ahead and watch that video now, because it's going to give you a better understanding of what we are going to be discussing in today's video. All right, so if price has given us an impulsive buy movement, which is from here to here, if price has given us this impulsive movement from here to here, it is expected that price will find somewhere to start correcting from. That corrective, this is the impulsive move, right? From here to here is the impulsive move. Then we have what we call the substructure. The substructure is the corrective move. And then the minor structure right here, from here to here, is there to take out the substructure and continue that movement. So we have the impulsive move, the corrective move, and the continuation, right? The impulsive move, the corrective move, and the continuation. The impulsive move, the substructure, and then the minor structure coming to take out the substructure. I hope that is clear. All right, so if you see this on a higher time frame, let's say you see this on a higher time frame and then price is taking too long in the correction phase or in the substructure phase, okay, what then do you do at that time? You can actually decide to stay off the market in total, and which is what I advise if you are a total newbie, if you are a beginner who is just trying to find their feet in this market, right? But if you want to key into the market, if you want to actually follow the corrective sell before the buy, it's important you know where you start selling from and stop selling and then continue to buy. Okay, so when you open your charts on a higher time frame, price may be buying, but when you go down to the lower time frame, it may be actually selling at the moment. Okay, so how then do you find this on the charts? How then do you find this on the chart? So this is GBP USD. I am on GBP USD daily time frame. Okay, GBP USD daily time frame. So when I open my chart, first thing I want to be asking myself is, what does price look like it is doing at the moment? What does price look like it is doing? From this chart, it is clear that price has been coming from a buy trend, but then it is either coming here to find a corrective movement, or it has actually totally changed the trend. And since it is on a daily time frame, since we are on a daily time frame, I would say that price is actually changing its bias because it has broken this, it has taken out this level here, right, indicating a change of character and indicating that price wants to continue selling. Okay, so when I open my chart, first thing I want to be asking myself is, what is price doing now? So what I can see is that price has moved from the buy trend and it actually wants to start selling right now. So as what I can see is a change of character here, indicating that we are now on a sell trend, right? But of course this is on a daily time frame. So if I'm not a swing trader, or if I am not a position trader, I would want to go down to the lower time frame because I will be a day trader or a swing trader, and I'll be looking for an opportunity for a quick trade. Okay, I am not interested in joining the market and staying till maybe a month or 1 week, or no. This is specifically for day traders who want to get into the market and maybe go out that same day, or just they're not interested in holding the trade for a long time. Okay, so this is the last obvious break of structure to me, right? So I'm just going to be marking this as my I'm using my horizontal ray, and I'm just going to be marking this as my daily high. Okay, I don't think there has been a pullback here. I don't think that there has been a pullback here. If you, like I said, if you have not watched the pullback video, please go ahead and watch it. But if you have, from what I'm seeing on the chart, price has not actually closed above, or has it? Yes, it has closed above this candle that formed the last low, all right, of this swing movement. I mean this swing movement from here, from this swing high to this swing low, right, is what I'm looking at, from this swing high to this swing low. So having done that, I want to go down to the lower time frame. That's what I want to be doing now, going down to the lower time frame. So what you do is, when you open your chart, you ask yourself, where has been the last break of structure, or where has price changed character? Ask yourself, where is the last break of structure on my screen, and also where is the last change of character? If you cannot find a break of structure, you can find a change of character. Okay, so if that be the case, I'm just going to be we're in the daily time frame, mind you, so I am looking for the 4-hour time frame. We're just going to be scaling down and looking for the next level. Okay, so we are in the 4-hour time frame. What do you see here? We are in the 4-hour time frame, and where has been the last obvious break of structure? The last obvious break of structure that is very clear. This, I don't consider this a break of structure right here. It's like a wick was what broke this structure, so I'm going to be considering this as my obvious break of structure right here. All right, as my obvious break of structure right here. So what I want to be asking myself is, let me label this, by the way. Let me label this. Let me label this as BOS. So I've labeled that. Let me also label this. This is our daily high. So on our daily time frame, remember, price is on a sell on our daily time frame. This is daily low. Let me come here and label this. In order not to get confused, I would advise that this is a daily high. I would advise that you actually label them, so it is easy for you to spot. Even if you move away from your monitor or your phone and then you come back, it is already labeled, so it is easy for you to remember what you have done last on your chart. Okay, so we have labeled that daily high, daily low. Then we are on the 4-hour time frame. We have identified a break of structure. Now I want to ask myself, what was the highest point that price went to before it actually broke this structure, which is right here. right? Some people may also use here, that is assuming they are considering here as the break of structure from here to here. Okay, so but the way I'm seeing this, it seems as if this thing is an inducement or an engineered liquidity. If you do not know about what I'm saying, of course I have a video on it, and just check it maybe in the description box. I'll tag it somewhere around so that you can get access to that. Okay, so for me, I would actually consider the break of structure from here. Okay, I'll consider the break of structure from here, and then I'll ask myself, what is the highest point the price actually got to before it broke this structure? It is here. From what I can see, it is here. Again, like I said, some people may decide to go over and put it here, but I don't see that as the case. This is the highest point that price actually went to, and then this is the lowest point, right, that price actually got to. So yes, a particular zone can be the daily, a particular zone can serve as the low or the high of two different time frames. I hope what I just said made some sense. A particular zone or a particular price point may serve as the low or the high of two different time frames. All right, so in this case, you can see that price is actually, here is the lowest point price went to on the daily time frame. It is also the lowest point price went to on the 4-hour time frame. So that is why it is the same for me. For different charts, you can see another thing entirely. Okay, so now that we have established that even on the lower time frame, price is on a sell. Okay, price is on a sell. I want to be selling, right? I want to be selling, but then I cannot be selling right here, right? I cannot be selling right here because it is, how do I put it? It is a risky zone for me to start selling from. If I want to enter a sell on this market, I want price to actually continue and find its way somewhere into the premium zone of this minor structure. Okay, remember what we said about minor and substructure. Okay, remember what we said about minor and substructure. Because this is an uptrend, because this very diagram I drew is an uptrend, this is the substructure, right? This right here is the substructure because it is the corrective move of the buy trend. It is going the opposite direction, trying to correct this impulsive movement right here. It is trying to, this impulsive movement here, what do I use to, okay, this is the impulsive movement. Okay, this is the impulsive movement. This is the corrective movement. Okay, because this is an uptrend, and then this is the minor structure. This is the substructure. This is the minor structure. The minor structure is going to take out the substructure so that we can continue the buy movement. But if this were to be a sell, if this were to be a sell movement, this would be the impulsive move, this would be the corrective move. In this case, it would be the substructure, and then this would be the minor structure that looks to take out the substructure, right? Substructure, minor structure, substructure, minor structure, substructure, minor structure, because we are in a downtrend, right? But it would be, you can see that it is the opposite when we're talking of a buy trend. The corrective movement on a buy trend is the substructure. The corrective movement on a sell trend is a buy, right? So that's just apply what we have just said here. Impulsive movement, if let's say price is coming from an impulsive substructure, sub is right here, substructure right here, and minor structure right here. The minor structure is looking to take out the substructure. The minor structure is looking to take out the substructure. Okay, so I believe this is understood, because we're just going to be applying that on the charts. Okay, we're just going to be applying that on the chart. So we have established that this is this is a downtrend, right? If you look at it from the higher time frame, it is clear that it is a downtrend that we are in. Okay, so but price will not just continue selling like that. The corrective movement is always important, right? So this corrective movement would end, price will just, it externally on the higher time frame, price is in a sell, but on the lower time frame is going to keep finding ways to buy, not aggressively though. It's going to be looking for ways to buy until it gets to a comfortable premium zone, and then it will continue selling from there. Like I said earlier, or if I've not said it before, if you haven't watched the video on premium and discount, click somewhere below, look for it somewhere below, or I will link it up right here so that you watch that video. Is very important so that you understand what the premium and the discount zones do for you. Okay, so that's what price is looking for. Price is looking for a way to come back, enter into a premium zone. In a sell movement, we are looking for a premium zone. Price is looking for a place to come to in the premium zone, and then actually continue the sell movement, continue the minor structure. Right here, price is still on a substructure on the 4-hour time frame. So if I want to be trading, it is risky though, but if I want to be trading on this 4-hour time frame, I won't be looking for a sell, right? I would not be looking for a sell because price is in a discount level. It's going to continue looking for ways to buy little by little until it gets to a very good zone to sell from, a premium zone to sell from. Okay, so that's exactly what we have here. That is exactly what we have here. We do not have enough data on this Great Britain pound. I don't want to go over to the old charts. I want you to see what it is like on a recent chart. Okay, I want you to see what it is like on a recent chart. So in this case, from here I want to see price do some kind of buy movement, find a good spot to sell on in the premium zone, and then continue the sell movement. Okay, so let's find this same thing on GBP JPY. As you know, this, what I'm saying now, can be found on any time frame, right? It can be found on any time frame. It can be found on any security that you trade or any commodity that you trade. Just have to go over and keep practicing. Let's use 4-hour now as my higher time frame, right? Let's use 4-hour as my higher time frame. From what I see, price is actually selling. In fact, the last break of structure, the last obvious break of structure I have seen or I saw is this one right here. It's this very obvious one right here. So for me, this is my 4-hour high. Why did I say this is my 4-hour high? It's my 4-hour high because it was actually the last high that brought about the break of structure that I marked out. Okay, remember, this is the break of structure. Let me label that break of BOS. And then this is my 4-hour high. 4-hour high. And then where's the low? The low is the lowest point that price went to before it actually made a pullback or a reversal. Okay, so this is the lowest point. This is the lowest point that price went to. So for this time frame, that I am working with, this is my this is my 4-hour high. This is my 4-hour low. Let me label that 4-hour low. Okay, this is my 4-hour high. Give me a moment. 4-hour high. So I'm done with this. I can see that on the 4-hour time frame, price is coming from a sell trend. It hits a low, and then of course it pivoted from that end. Okay, so right now I can see that yes, this is the right here, from here to here is this zone. This point to this point is the impulsive movement. A substructure happened. Okay, a substructure happened up to this point, I don't know if this is obvious enough. A substructure happened to this point. Let me use the eclipse. A substructure happened right here, okay, and then the pullback is over, and then price came back again to break the low of this candle, right? And then as it has broken it, it is coming to, what I see now is that price is looking for a way to come back and take out this substructure, right? It's looking for a way to complete this minor structure, right? This minor structure is supposed to take out this substructure. The minor structure is looking to take out the existing substructure. Okay, so right here I want to be selling. Remember, if you know anything about premium and discount, you can see that price actually came from a premium zone. So this is my swing. I'm using my Fibonacci retracement tool right now. So this is the highest point, which is the swing high, and then the swing low. Okay, you can see that this, I don't know if this is clear enough. I think it's looking too dirty. Give me a moment. So this is the highest point that price went to, and then this is the lowest point. Then price came in. Let me take away all of this so it is not bothering your eyes. Let me take away all of this. So of course, if you know how to use the Fibonacci retracement tool, that swing high that you have identified and the swing low that you have identified, just use the Fibonacci retracement tool to point out those two obvious swings, the swing high and the swing low. You can see that price came into the golden pockets, or a premium zone. We are looking for a premium zone because we are in a sell trend. You can see how price came into the golden pockets, which is 0.5, 0.6, and even 0.7, right? 0.5, 0.6, and 0.7. Price looked for a zone right here, tapped into it, and then continued the sell movement. So imagine that price was maybe somewhere. Let me use the replay tool. Let's say price hit this this low. Price hit this low and price was coming up here. I would be looking for a way to, if I really want to be on this trade, I'm not going to be looking for a buy here. I would continue to follow price up to this point. But the risky part about it is that you do not know when price is done doing that corrective buy. Okay, which is why a lot of people advise that you stick with the original trend from the higher time frame. Okay, so but a lot of traders they don't mind. They'll actually come here and look for a way to buy up to this point. They'll look for a way to buy up to this point, and then when price gives this pullback here, they would now continue in the original sell movement. So right here I want to be looking for sales, okay, because price has actually come into the golden pocket. It has reached a premium zone. I'm looking for a premium zone because it is a sell movement. The original trend from the higher time frame is a sell movement. Okay, so it is actually very simple it's actually very simple to identify and very simple to use. So in this case, let me take this out. In this case, the price is on a downtrend. It is obvious that yes, price is now in a minor structure. The minor structure is, of course, in line with the main trend. It is in line with the main trend, but its purpose is actually to take out the substructure. So from here, I can then continue to ride on. And if I'm going to be on this trade, I can as well, I would have actually entered, I would have gotten down to the lower time frame, okay, and found a way to sell from here. And my first target point to be at this sell, okay. My first target point would have been at this last low that was made. And then of course price, if every other thing goes well, price will also continue to extend its leg up to this point and even beyond. Okay, but my first TP, my first take profit would be somewhere here. The price actually came and pivoted from. Okay, so this is on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, let's go over to the 1-hour time frame and see what price is doing right there. Price is still on a sell on the lower time frame. Price is still on a sell in the lower time frame. So I think I will just continue to look for sells down to this place. It's quite easy to. The first thing is, when you open your chart, ask yourself, where is the last obvious break of structure? Okay, what is the trend? Of course, so ask yourself, what is the trend, and then where is the last break of structure? Then you can mark out your, if it is on a daily time frame, you can mark out your daily high, your daily low, and then leave that time frame, go over to the next time frame and ask yourself, where's the last break of structure? Mark out your daily high, your 4-hour high, your 4-hour low, and then continue from there. So it is easy for you to know where price is, so that you know, even though that price is in a certain trend on the higher time frame, at that moment of that lower time frame, you should know exactly what to do. If price is in the, of course, if price is in the original movement, you are actually in a safe place. Like in this case, I'm actually safe to continue selling rather from here. Okay, there are some traders who must have taken, I'm sure that there are some traders who must have taken this buy from here to this point. Let me do that. From here to this point, there are some traders who must have taken a buy from here to this point. If you are not comfortable with it, no problem, just wait for price to enter into a premium zone. Okay, remember, I have marked out my range. My range is from this 4-hour high to this 4-hour low, and when I use my horizontal ray to mark out the high and the low. Right, so this gives me all this other data, all this other information are not really my focus. My focus is on this range that I have marked out, and then I can use my Fibonacci tool and take it from that swing high to that swing low, so I know when price has entered into a premium zone that is safe for me to continue with the sell movement, continue with the minor structure to take out the substructure. I'm saying the same thing, right? So I believe this is easy. You can, for the sake of time, I may not be able to go over and look for look for it on other securities, but like, you know, I always say, it is not enough for you to watch this video or many videos about a particular topic. Go to your chart, any security or any commodity that you are conversant with, that you are okay trading, go over and backtest. You see that this thing appears over and over and over and over and over again. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I'm sure you liked it, but even if you don't, still give me a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also share the good news to as many traders, newbie traders, intermediate traders, and even professional traders, so that many people get to see this sort of information. Thank you again for staying to the end. If you have questions, drop them in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to learn more about this sort of things, forex, crypto, and the financial market in general, click on this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.